Alright, everybody. We are back. Tales of Grace's F. We are in the Barona Catacombs. Let's get some plot ass plot. Strap in, boys, strap in.
What is it, Sophie?
This place is dangerous. It's not safe to be here.
Asbel, look! Huh? What the heck? I can be strong! Yeah, let it go!
Alright.
No!
Let's get rid of these guys real quick.
Jack! Sweet! Let's go! Tornado blade!
Oh, come on. Really? Wanna do all that?
Yeah! No! Yeah! Three! Let's get strike! Take that!
Alright, cool. Got a ring, got a saffron, it's another stat increasing item. Put that to use. Alright, is that it? That was the danger man? Come on. Oh, ominous music.
The air feels dense. Whatever it is, it's getting closer. Asbel, it's not safe here. We need to leave right away.
There's nothing to worry about. We already took out the monsters. Asbel, look! There's somebody over there! Hey, wait a minute. Isn't that...
Asbel, don't go over there!
Richard, are you okay? Hey, Richard!
Oh dear, what do we do now?
Why did this have to happen to him?
Sharia, Hubert, look out! Sharia! Hubert!
What the heck is that thing? Stay back!
No, don't!
This can't be happening. I don't believe it. Sophie.
You will pay for this. I will destroy you.
Sophie.
Asbel? Asbel! Thank goodness. I'm so grateful. Thank goodness you're awake.
This is all my fault. It was a mistake. I shouldn't have brought you here. I'm so very sorry.
Asbel, I think I understand. Back when we fell off the cliff. I understand the reason why you were happy.
Sophie! Sophie!
Asbel, you're awake.
Dad, where am I?
You're home. You've been asleep for several days.
Where is everyone? Where's Sophie and Sharia and Hubert? And where's Richard?
Richard? I didn't hear anything about him being involved.
Richard must have made it back to the castle.
Sharia and Hubert are alive and will be fine.
What about Sophie? What happened to her?
She's dead.
Sophie's dead?
Do you see, Asbel? This is a direct result of your careless actions. You wish to be responsible for people? Start with yourself. Start by changing your attitude and obeying your father. Become a proper lord and dedicate your service to the memory of that poor girl.
Is that how I take responsibility for Sophie? I need to apologize to everyone.
Sharia was quite worried about you. I suggest you look for her first.
What about Hubert?
You will not be seeing Hubert again.
What? What do you mean? I thought you said he was okay.
Hubert has been adopted by the Oswell family of Strata.
He's been adopted by the Oswell family? Wait, what are you talking about? What do you mean adopted?
I mean exactly what I said. He is Hubert Oswell now.
Are you insane? No! I refuse to accept this!
This was a very difficult decision, Asbel. I hope you can appreciate that.
This is so like you. You don't tell me your plans, you don't ask my opinion. You just do whatever you want and expect everyone to play along.
Asbel, I will not have you speak to me in that tone.
I'm done, Dad. I'm done listening to you. I'll take responsibility my own way.
Then what course of action do you plan on taking?
I won't become the next Lord of Lant.
Excuse me?
I said I won't become a lord. I'm going to train at the Knight Academy. I'll become strong enough to protect everyone. I won't ever let someone I care about be hurt again. Sharia?
Asbel, what happened? I heard shouting.
I'm leaving.
What?
I'm going to become a knight. The strongest knight who ever lived.
No, don't go. Please don't go. I know Sophie and Hubert are gone, but I'm still here. I'll take their place. I'll never leave you.
You'll take their place? So you'll be my little brother instead of Hubert? You regain Sophie's memories for her, even though she's dead? Don't you get it? Hubert is gone! And we'll never see Sophie again. Never!
That's not... I'm sorry.
Oh, damn it!
I'm sorry. I didn't mean it like that. I didn't mean it.
I'm sorry, Sharia. I'm angry. But it's not your fault. It's all my fault.
Does that mean you'll stay?
Yes.
I'll help you, Asbel. I'll help however I can.
Sharia. I'm sorry. I know I said I'd stay, but I can't spend another day in Lont. Inheriting my father's title isn't enough. If I'm not stronger, I run the risk of hurting or losing someone again. I have to become strong to ensure that never happens. So that's why I'm leaving. I'm sorry, Sharia. Here we go.
Hey, excuse me. My name is Asbel Lant. Is anybody in there? I'm here to enlist in the academy. I'm not leaving this place until I've become a knight.
Alright, I decided to shut up for that whole thing because I figured that was pretty important. Alright, so that is the end of the childhood arc. So now we actually start the game. So if we had skipped the arc at the beginning with the grade that we've gotten, we would have started right here. So let's start the real game. 7 years later. So Asbel is now 18. He's a man. Big old manly man. So it's been 7 years since the incident in the Barona Catacombs.
Right. We will survive. Strike. Not yet.
Alright, and we're right into it, man. So let's pause and get into it. Alright, so Asbel, as you can see, he's changed clothes. He's 18. He's different. He's not wearing the same shit he had before. Also, if you look on the left side of the screen, that is the, I don't know, the burst gauge, I guess. I forget what it's called. I'll look it up. But that is the one I was talking about, where if you get the advantage against the enemy at the start of the battle, that gauge will start off with more blue than red. If the enemy gets you, it starts off with more red than blue. Also to note, when the enemy's gauge always increases more than your gauge. Just because sometimes there's more enemies on the field than you have people. Just kind of like every which thing. So the enemy's gauge, if you're dead even, the enemy's gauge like 9 times out of 10 will fill up before your gauge. Now, what happens when the gauge fills up? Well, that we'll show it off when we get to it. But it calls an Elif burst, which basically you have hyper armor, which no matter what the enemy does, I'm pretty sure either hyper armor or you're invincible. I don't remember which. I know the enemies have hyper armor because like you can still damage them, but they don't flinch. They don't get knocked back. They're just gonna do what they do. Also, since we have Asbel and we're in the real game, we have adult Asbel. He has, let's show this off with his arts. No, we don't want to be. You're gonna be manual, but I also want to show him off. Oh, I can't do it in the menu. All right. Well, he has a real sword now. We're gonna equip a real weapon. Since I bought that rear sword forever, I guess not forever ago, but before. We bought some stuff ahead of time. We're gonna equip all this. We don't have any gems. Oh yeah, and here's the real titles of the game. Not like this couple of shit as we had at the beginning of the game. Here are your real titles. We have a lot of titles we can do stuff with, man. We have a lot of stuff. So let me find a good one, and we'll get started. Heaven's Wrath and Gale Maw? Sure, I'll take both of those. Alright, let's see. Arts, I can't really show you. I can show you the arts themselves, but I can't show you like the little thing. So Asbel has a real sword now, and like I mentioned before about A arts and B arts, he has A arts, which is he keeps his sword sheath, and he does combos with the sword in the sheath. Now his B arts, he unsheaths the sword. Like if you just hit circle. All your B arts, all your A arts are with X, and all your B arts are with circle. So if you hit just neutral circle, he unsheaths the sword, and then from there you can hit a direction and circle, and he can do a different attack with his unsheathed sword. Hey, it's that guy we said we never see again. What do you know?
Well done, Asbel. I see my worries about your first field mission were completely unfounded.
Sir, my success is due to your superior instruction.
You don't have to be so formal. Just keep doing what you've been doing, and we'll be fine.
Alright, I can do that.
Alright. Let's go over the mission briefing one more time.
Okay.
We are here to investigate Orlan, a village located on the far side of the forest. It has a population of about 50, give or take. Mostly
Okay.
employed in forestry.
Makes sense.
A
For
few
a lot of
days
forest.
ago, the Royal Knights received word that the residents of Orlan had suddenly vanished without a trace.
That's no good.
Our mission is to meet the Knights investigating the area and provide them with whatever assistance they require.
Understood, sir.
Okay.
It's an
Rendezvous.
unusual mission. Keep your guard up and be prepared for anything.
Alright,
This
I can do
concludes the
that.
briefing.
Alright, thanks for the briefing, Captain. And with that, Captain Malik has joined our party. Yay!
I can't mess this up. I must prove my worth to Captain Malik.
Problem?
Not at all, sir. I'm ready to proceed.
Asbel, I'd like you to take the lead until we reach Orlan.
The lead, sir?
I need to see what you're capable of. If monsters come, I will provide support only. Remember that fleeing is always an option if things go badly.
Understood, sir. But rest assured, I will not flee.
Don't be foolish. A knight must always know when he's overmatched. I will not think any less of you for it.
Regardless, I won't flee.
Huh.
Forgive me, sir. I'll make preparations to move out.
All right.
Alright, I'll try and show the next battle. Basically, if you go to so the battlefield is a circle, it's a battle, arena. If you go to the outer edge of the circle and you keep running towards it, that's how you flee from a battle. In case I don't think I'll ever have to flee, but it's there. Also, we have Malik in our party. Malik is he's not permanent right now. We'll lose him. We'll get him back later. But he is a staple party member. He has titles, all these things. Everything's okay. Let's see. What do we want to equip him with? I'm not sure. We got some good stuff, but I'm really not trying to give him anything to where it takes this one. It takes 400 from to learn, the first one, and it just increases from there. I want him to get some good stuff, but I don't want it to take too long. I'm gonna focus on some B arts. Cold Front. We'll get Cold Front. That's a good move. Actually, you know what? That's 640. Jesus. Okay. 640. Damn it. You would. Elith Flare. Frigid Coffin. That's 590. Glacial Rain's 450. We'll go Glacial Rain. Sure. Alright, so Malik. He is, well, we'll see here. He's a mage type character. Mostly. I mean, he has, everyone has A and B arts that they can use. So, he has, melee attacks that he can use.
Great work, Captain.
You're not doing so bad there yourself, Asbel.
Yeah, so he has this little, boomerang sword thing that he has on his back. But 99% of the time, he's your mage. He uses magic. He does, really good damage with his spells. Really no reason outside of learning some titles for getting, A arts and stuff. No reason for him to be using, melee attacks. Alright, also. Alright, so that slash right there. Alright, guy's dead. Alright, he's not dead. That, next slash we did was us unsheathing our sword. So for Asbel, again, I mentioned he gets to unsheath his sword first with just a circle, and then from there we can do, oh, I can show it now, any of our B arts, which we only have 2, Demon Fang and Shockwave Slash. Then we got the A art tree, which this is all we have right now. We'll get more of these, you know, as I decide to do some stuff with titles and stuff. I'm not worried about it right now. It's not super important. Pretty sure, you know, Malik has his things. You can't see his tree because he's not on manual, but it's got a couple of he's got 2 spells. Well, no, this is A art, so and he's got Spectral Chain, so that's the one he's been using. What do we got in here, man? 800 gold. Actually, you know what? We're gonna... Oh, that's right. We got this saffron. We're gonna save that. I don't have it, do I? I don't have a bottle. Shit. No, I don't. I think I used them all before I started the playthrough. Damn it. Alright. So this over here, this last one over here is our DLC stuff. I'm pretty sure like some of these stuff like these attachments, like they're not free, but I mean they're attachments, they're basically accessories. I'm pretty sure most of this stuff is free. Like these adventure nest eggs stuff, I'm pretty sure all that stuff is free. This one is too, I think. I think they're all the ones that I just opened there are free. I think so. But yeah, you can download for free on the PlayStation Store. So we've got like these attachment slots. Really, I just like giving Malik the Santa hat and the Santa mustache because it's funny. Other than that, Asbel, I don't know. You can have some glasses. Yeah, you can have the black frames. There's also, if we go over here, is a costume option. Whoops, nope. Right here, but don't have any yet. I mean, we have some. We have titles. I have titles for them. I can give them to him if I wanted to. Where'd they go? I know he has one in here somewhere. Here's one. It says costume for like number 3. So titles, certain titles will give you a costume. I kind of want Asbel's, but I really want to finish this up. All right, so.
Did we get carried away?
Maybe, I don't know. I don't know if we got carried away. I mean, we were doing our job. I can't really show off too much now because we killed dudes too quickly. Life bottle underneath this. Anything else back here? Oh, bird. So yeah, we'll it's a boulder we need to push. We'll get through this relatively quick. I'm not gonna spend too much time grinding. There's a turtles dude over here in case you need some items. I'm not gonna spend too much time grinding enemies for SP. Iron Tunic. Alright, let's probably not even gonna get that one. Oh yeah, we got these from the DLC thing. I could have used those before, but you know, it's fine. Let's see. Alright, so I guess I can go over the equip screen now. So we've got weapon. Each character has a different weapon that they can equip. Armor is pretty standardized. There's male equipment, there's female equipment, and I think there's certain ones that can go on both. Yeah, see, even the Iron Tunic says can be equipped to anyone regardless of gender. So you can do, there's male stuff, there's female only stuff, and then both. And then we've got your unique kind of accessory slot for equipment. So Malik's is cologne. And then Asbel's is I don't know, bandana or some like guard or something. Gems, we don't have any gems yet, and then our title's just down here, which is just our title. We can just go to it quick from there. Let's see, what else we need to get into? Nothing too much right here. Oop, don't mess with me, Mr. Bird. Turtles, man, how you doing? Oh, the flowers.
Hold
Talk
on.
to me.
Yes, sir?
These are merino flowers. Combine them with water of absolution, and you have the raw ingredients for a holy bottle. Wait here a minute.
I've studied for 7 years, and I still didn't know that. Am I really ready to become a knight?
What's on your mind?
Nothing, sir. It's just you're so knowledgeable about everything, and it makes me doubt myself.
Knowledge for its own sake is meaningless. But this is information that can help you to protect yourself and others when you become a knight. Remember it.
Sir,
Discovery. Alright, cool. Get away from me. We're gonna push this boulder down here so we can get back across in case we need to, which we probably shouldn't. Apple gel I don't need. Actually, you know what? Let me talk to this Turtles guy because he might have something I can buy cool with the stamps. No, it's another rare sword. Alright. Eggplant, Book of Swiftness, I don't care about. Yeah. So, what he was talking about, I guess we can get into this now too since we're here. Dualizing. You can go to any shop, merchant guy, and basically you can, like I said before, we can combine two items. So that flower we just picked up plus the water of absolution we picked up back at the catacombs. Don't ask me how this water is still with us after 7 years. It's not important. We combine them to make a holy bottle. A holy bottle, you use it and it makes enemies not want to run into you to fight you. So I'm not worried about that now, but you know, you can do that. And these other items that we've been picking up, we can combine them with just various other items. Like this one, we can combine the wood with the clip claw and get a fishing rod. And some of the stuff is like junk loot, like the fishing rod, you just sell it for 224 gold. So a lot of this stuff is just kind of, hey, combine this with this, like this, and you just sell it for money, and you sell this for money, and a bunch of stuff. Some of it, if I can find one. Let's see. No. I don't think I have any. No. There are some that you can combine with other items to make like actual items. Yeah, I don't have anything here. That's fine. But again, I don't have any right now. Some of them you can combine with other items to make like weapons, or you can combine the items with the weapon itself to make a different weapon. Now, with your weapons, you can do weapons and armor, and you can dualize them to with a gem or a shard. I don't know, gem, shard, same thing. And you can give your weapon different abilities. Now, this is kind of where I needed a lot of time to read notes and kind of understand this stuff. I still don't even like fully 100% understand this, the whole process. I mean, the basics, yeah, but there's a lot more complicated stuff behind dualizing with weapons and shards and gems and things that becomes really, really complicated. But basically, I'm going to give you the gist of it, the basic guy type of stuff. But for right now, like when we get later in the game, there's definitely a point in the post-game dungeon where all the way at the end, it becomes really, really important to understand how this stuff works, because that's like the only way you can complete it. But so each gem and each weapon have a quality to them. The more letters in the quality's name, the higher rank the quality is. So for something like fabulous, quality fabulous, that's a It's a real high rank. I think it's a rank 6. But something like Cold is like rank 4, or something like that. It's like really, it's low rank. So usually you want to try for a higher rank. It gives you better stats to your weapon, and it's overall better for pretty much everything. Now, your weapons also have qualities to them, and by combining certain different gems with, or different qualities between your gems and your weapon or armor, can change them up a bit. Like I said, I'm not going to go too much into it now, but it will become relevant later in the game. But also, when you combine a gem with equipment, as you can see with his longsword, it becomes longsword +1. Now, when we combine a gem with a weapon and make it +1, after battling with it, I'll do it with, can I do it with my rare sword? I can. After combining, it's wicked. Okay. So after combining a weapon with it and making it +1, let's see, what do we want? It's not super important. We can go gives us +3. If we battle with it, a certain amount of times, but about between 5 to 10, 11 times, after the battle, it'll say your weapon has become tampered, and what that'll mean was you'll see the weapon name glow yellow, and at that point we can extract a gem from the weapon and turn it into its own thing. Like, I don't have any over here. I thought I did, but I don't. But you can turn it into its own piece of equipment that you can equip. Let's see, what does this give me? Also, each quality of shard gives you different stats. So even though this one, this is attack shard, it gives us the attack effect to our weapon, but based on the quality of the shard itself depends on what stats increase when we add it to our weapon. Again, I know this is it's a lot more complicated than even this, but I'm not even going to go into that. So we're going to dualize this, and we have rare sword +1 times 1. So we only made one rare sword. That's what the times 1 is. But also we have a stamp card here. 7 is the max number of stamps. So it's already, I'm pretty sure I maxed out like every stamp. But if you wanted to, you could buy some stuff from this guy and he'd give you an extra stamp or something. So after, I don't know, X amount of battles, you'll see at the end of the battle, it'll say Asbil's weapon has become tampered or something. It'll turn yellow when we look at it in the menu, and then from there we can take out the, yeah, we'll go here because we have a boss kind of, sort of, coming up. So, but from there you can extract the gem from it, and once you've tempered it and taken the gem from it, you can put another gem into it and increase it by another +1, and that is how you increase your weapon level or your weapon stats. And this is why I was making, you look at your quality of what gem you're adding, because you can get them up to +99, and your weapon maintains a little bit of the stats and the qualities that you change it to. So I mean, you can change your weapon's quality every time you put a gem in it if you want to, or you can keep it the same if you have the appropriate gems. But you can change it and get different stats. For instance, some are better, gives you more attack, or some give you more defense, or all this stuff. And like I said, you maintain a little bit of it as you level up. So at a +99, you're sitting at some dumb amount of damage on your weapon. But that's again, that's why I say you can get really in depth with it if you want to, and do a lot of stuff with min-maxing, trying to get a bunch of the best you can out of your weapon. But like I said, just if you're playing it for the first time, just put something in there, grab a, get a gem, put something in there, battle with it, get it tampered, remove the gem, put something else in there, level up your weapon. I'll get into more of that gem stuff and dualizing with weapons and stuff later in the game. For right now, this is all we're kind of concerned with. Also, one more thing before we go: how do you get gems? Well, every time you battle, there's a certain chance you'll get a gem. Well, most of the time, it's based on your level versus the enemy's level. So, obviously, if you're fighting lower level enemies, your chances of getting a gem are less. If you're fighting higher level enemies, your chances of getting a gem increase. Now, also on top of that, I don't have any. Alright, that's fine. Also on top of that kind of chance, I think the most is like plus or minus 20 levels. I think 20 levels. So if you're fighting an enemy 20 levels above you, and your average party level is, the enemy's average level is 20 levels above your average level, then you got a much better chance of getting one. Also, your chances of getting a gem decrease based on how many gems you have on your person. So I think it goes up to 190, 199, just to say 200. And at which point, if you have 200 gems in your inventory, you basically have a 0% chance of getting any more gems. So something to keep in mind. If you're sitting on a bunch of gems, your chances of getting a gem, later from other battles become significantly lower. But that being said, we're going to stop right here before we get too in-depth and crazy into dualizing gems and stuff like that. And I'll catch you boys and girls later next time, where we take on our first real boss coming up there. Alright, so I'll catch everybody next time for more Tales of Graces F. I'll see you then.